And the last one we have is PR. Okay, let's talk about PR. Does PR, paid PR, magazine placements, newspaper placements, does that work, Joe?
Not so much anymore.
For lead generation, we're talking
For
about.
lead
Again,
generation,
branding, it works like a charm.
Yeah, for lead generation, I mean, it's really difficult, especially if you're gonna do newspaper. Absolutely not. When it comes to magazine, you need to make sure that you're in a specific niche, that you know the readers of that magazine and the subscribers to that magazine, and you're gonna place a small ad in there. I've seen that work from time to time. But now, again, we're seeing a strong push to the digital side of PR. So, Forbes, Inc., those online publications and PR through those channels is where we're seeing a huge increase in lead generation.
And the best indication for this is the following. Any kind of local newspaper, traditional newspaper now, has a digital marketing department, and they sell impressions on their websites. We're in the Miami area, so Miami Herald has a marketing company, and they sell impressions. They say, hey, we're going to put your brand or banner on our site, and you're going to get 100,000 impressions, pay us $5,000. So this shows you that traditional print has a problem. It's suffering, right? Unless you have some niche B2B syndication magazine and everybody reads it, and your boss is old. I'm sorry if I insult anybody over 45, but your boss is over 45, 50 years old, and is old school, and he reads it, right? But those are buyers. So if you're a marketing manager, marketing director, and your boss is old-fashioned and is going for these things, this is your angle as a marketing expert or a marketing employee or a marketing staff to say, hey, yeah, sure, let's do magazine placements, but we can have a digital element to it, and the digital element is online PR. Do online placements. There are so many different places. Inc., Forbes, Huffington Post, what is that? The Entrepreneur. These magazines, these online publications, and there are thousands of these. So why don't you do online PR placements? Why don't you build relationships with authors and editors? Why don't you use social media, millions and millions of followers, use influencers, use influential marketing, find a couple of people who have 50,000, 100,000, 250,000 followers, because one post for $500, if you have the right product and the right angle, might mean thousands of dollars of revenue for you. So merge it, use it together, and use this angle from traditional to digital to win with your old-fashioned boss or old-fashioned C-level who loves these magazine placements, and they've been doing it for 30 years and they will never change, right? So these are some of the angles that we're using, but pay attention to this. Again, I want to come back to the first message that we started with. Whatever it is that you're doing traditionally, number one, you have to track it, and number two, it has to have a digital element in it, because everything is digital in today's world. Okay, and if you are not doing that, it's not going to work. Especially, it's not going to work from a lead generation standpoint or from an e-commerce order standpoint. Okay, and that's it for today. We'll talk to you guys next week. Thank you.